and you look at CJ Stroud in that offense, right?
Yeah.
Would you think that he was lacking that supporting role throughout the season to Nico Collins? Someone that could be in the backfield, someone that could help him out. Or do you feel like maybe Tank Dell was filling that role? Who was filling that role last year? And why was that role unsuccessful? Why you guys need someone like that right now?
Honestly, the way we were last year, it was just so, how can I say, where we didn't know when it was going to explode because we had all three talent of Nico, Stephon, Tank Dell,
Mm.
just all healthy, especially against the Colts the very first game, and it felt like they were stagnant. The offense wasn't going to do nothing. Like it just felt slow, and we were like, maybe this is the first game for right now. They're trying to learn the roles, work together. Tank Dell and Nico, they've worked together before, but the way it started off looked slow, and as the season went by, it just kept like going nowhere. It just stayed still, and of course, us we blame it on Bobby Slowick with his play calls, with how he ran formations, and it was to where it wasn't supporting the receivers on the way that they usually run their routes, run their
Yeah.
attack scheme. So a lot of times the play calls just weren't helping. So really, each game nobody could do anything. Nobody could go off the way that we potentially saw this offense to go off the way we wanted it to be this explosive offense. Like before the season started last year, we were like high picks to be in the Super Bowl, but as soon as like a couple games went by, it was like, where's this offense that we were
Yeah.
hoping for? So yeah, so for us, you know, Nico Collins is always going to be our number one right now. He had a great season right now because of Tank Dell being hurt, because of Stephon more likely out, like just pretty much out the door already. I believe we'll go into the draft, get another key receiver in the offseason with the free agency, go in to get a supporting role, whether it's a good backup or whether it's a good third receiver for in case we draft a receiver in the 25th pick.
Yeah, most definitely. And I think a factor of that and really a result of the lack of a supporting role maybe that you guys had in the offense. And a
Mm-hmm.
part of that was Bobby Sloak, right? The play calling. And that definitely got exposed in the Vikings game. I still remember it.
Yeah.
Everyone was
Oh
shocked
yeah.
when they saw the score 34-7 and was like, how did the Texans get lower to 7 points? Part of it
Yeah.
was the offensive line. And I'm almost certain part of it was, right, the lack of a supporting role in the backfield. There was no one
Mm-hmm.
to kind of go on those screens and get yards after the catch, right? I mean,
Yeah.
Joe Mixon might be one of those guys, right? I know he's really good at probably getting yards after the catch there in the backfield, but you really need someone in the backfield that can get you yak. And Deebo Samuel, right, being one of the top in the
Mm-hmm.
league last year for yards after the catch, not this year specifically, but last year in the Super Bowl run,
Yeah.
he's definitely known for that. That's something that Deebo, most importantly, under the Kyle Shanahan system, was really good at, was yards after the catch. And now going into right Houston's how they're looking like, you want to use Debo in that team. I think that would be extraordinary
Oh
for him
yeah.
to see in a team like that, to get yards after the catch for CJ Stroud, help him in those situations, right, where the secondary is covering so well that you have to lead, you have to go with your guys in the backfield. If they're blitzing, you got to be able to rely on
Yeah.
someone. So it can't always be Joe Mixon all the time. Can't always be the back. You got to have a receiver that you can play with. And I think